Should be live in a second. Yeah, we should be good to go. Hello everyone, God of Wolves here. And we have hard mode coming out today. Before that all starts too much though, here, let's actually get out of that screen. Back up and just have something going on in the background while I talk for a minute. Now, where's Tribe Tower actually? Just have the regular Tribe Tower push up for a wave or two.
Configurations complete.
I don't even know what I was doing with these teams anymore. Some of them I did make just to try to figure out better strats, but
Let's go and find everyone.
If it's a request from my subject, I have to accept.
Right now? Okay, no problem.
Do you prefer? If you wish it,
it's like one of the best teams I could do, just for all-roundedness. I guess we can maximize for water. Anyway,
together.
The reason I did this wasn't to just start solo raid. The reason I started a stream a little early is because I actually wanted to talk about the solo raid scandal that's been going on. So if you're watching me, then chances are you already know what Nikke is and have a much better grasp of the community than probably I do overall. And I normally don't like to talk about dramas and crap. This is just something that's happening, and I actually have opinions on it that I don't think are too groundbreaking. But again, for those of you who don't know, the solo raid for Nikke has actually been canceled this month. Basically, there were some exploits that were being found out that just kind of destroyed the entirety of it, which people were not as big a fan of. Yeah, but the exploits being found were with Scarlet Black Shadow, and apparently her skill 1 was detrimental with the wrong frames per second, and people were abusing that. So they canceled it, which I'm fine with. You want to keep the play environment as fair as you can, and you don't really want exploits to be messed around with on there too much. I'm fine with that, I get it. It's whatever. The thing that happened after, though, is everyone just started talking about it on, like, Twitter. Not even just Twitter, but you know, the Nikke communities and Discords, especially Twitter, though. Twitter was like the biggest thing that I could have ever seen for that. And honestly, the original reaction pissed me off a bit too. Because originally they were going to cancel the raid and give everyone the #1 rewards, including the frames. And they still ended up giving everyone the #1 rewards, just minus the frames. See that 6,000 gems that they're giving out for the apologies. And these are the compensations for the regular raid events. I know a lot of people were annoyed about the handling of that. And like I said, I was a little bit too, because I do think that it's nice to have the reward you're striving for. And I do also remember seeing a argument too that I agree with for shift up kind of annoys me, where I spent a bunch of my code upgrades and stuff on those that don't get refunded. Because I am one of the people who, as you guys know, I collect all the Nikke as much as I can. I'm not necessarily making them all meta, but I upgrade them when solo raid season comes along. So like Liberalio and Scarlet Black Shadow were already super good for me. It's fine for those two. But Noir, as you can see, just has all these overloaded gear, which I then started respecking. I threw a little extra skill books in her. More prevalent example of that, actually, if we look over here, Summer Rosanna doesn't have all her things upgraded, but I think that second one was newly upgraded. I know Summer Sakura was newly upgraded for the event. Which, it's a feels bad. I like getting my Nikke upgraded, don't get me wrong, and even if there wasn't like a specific reward for doing so, I would still be trying to slowly over time, but I like prioritizing solo raids like that. I don't ever expect to get good at them. I'm doing okay in the museum just because the museum gives us a little extra time and a little extra prep stuff. But I did also spend 2 hours of attempts, and I was planning, thankfully they shut it down the day I was actually planning on doing my attempts, so I didn't waste another 5 hours of my life. But it's good solo raid attempt, still takes you like an hour of poking around, microing, and still time spent. So I am happy that we did in some way get compensated for it. But yeah, I'm still just kind of a little disappointed in all that. I know they're bringing it back. Hopefully it's the same one, and hopefully the issues get patched and it's all fine. I don't know why I wanted to talk about that. I just did, because it is something big going on for Nikke right now, and it is something that kind of ticked me off a little too, because I never expect to do well. I normally top out, or I think the highest I've ever gotten to in an event is like 11 or 15th after it's all said and done, but I still like, and I'm not talking place, I'm talking percentage, by the way, just to make it clear. I don't wail on this game, I don't have the funds to, but I don't know. I just wanted to talk about that because I do feel like it was good that we didn't get the, what's it called? The circle. I would have felt kind of cheated if we all did get the free frame. Because, like, you guys can even see some of the frames I have. I have the frame ones on a good chunk of stuff, but that's basically where I max out. Admittedly, I think I've said this on stream before, too. I do actually kind of hate the frame system as is. Oh, I got a frame 2 for Ultra Z. Nice. Oh, I think these are the ones that are in the archive, and we can get the frame for that way, and that's the reason I have those. Right, like you'll see the raids not in Solar Raid Museum, all of my borders for those are 1. I don't have the best, because I'm just not the best at this game, which is perfectly fine with me. Oh, go Alice. Forgot about that. But yeah, like, I don't know. I just felt like talking about it. So I started up a little earlier because I just wanted to get it out of the way and talk about how that is kind of a feels bad and an annoyance that I'm fully agreeing with the fact on it being annoying and kind of stupid. But at the end of the day, I still love this game, and I'm hoping that we get to play more of it. And I was actually talking about this drama with one of my... Sorry, hit the mic with my hand. I was actually talking about this with one of my friends, too. And he had probably my favorite take, honestly. That the fact that there are people who care enough about this game to hack in for better raids means that there are people who are heavily invested in it. And that is good enough. And that's something to take heart in, at least. So there are people who are invested enough in this game to actually make the effort to do that. Anywho, it's time to actually start the stream proper. So let's do some royals. I'm feeling like we should probably do one of these. No, I'd rather save it for the actual Summer and the Dorothy rerun. So let's do a quick 10 here. Just the regular generic 10. Can I get a gold? No gold? That's a pity, but we survived. We'll do one more. And then we'll do some booklets, because I actually do have 50 of those, or 500 of those. Can we see it? Luck be a lady to... Nope. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Also, sorry again about last week's being like a day late. I was not home at the time, so I wasn't able to do them. Anyway, let's see some high quality access records. Wow. Well, my child and a Noir, so that's something. Well, one of my children. As you guys know from last week, I have adopted Sky. Huh. There's a bit of a feels bad. Can I... Okay. Better than nothing. I'm feeling like doing some more rolls, though. I don't know why. I just have the rolling itch right now. Oh, revise wishlist is an option. Okay, one more. I don't know. I'm just getting the rolling vibe. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. I feel like rolling. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Nope. Damn. Okay. That was it. Hopefully we used up all our bad luck and we get some actual good luck next week for the summer event. Speaking of which, there's going to be a live stream for summer, but I will not be doing a live reaction to it. If there is actual interest in me reacting to the summer live stream, I might do my reaction to it live after work that day, because I'm gonna be dealing with that, which is why I can't do the main. But it's something, so I might do that. Could be fun. I normally just watch it by myself. Normally I try to watch them as live as I can, but this year I cannot for the summer. Anyway, great start so far, am I right? I just bring up a drama without adding anything actually important to it. Like, yeah, you know, maybe I am becoming a streamer. Oh my god! I love this. Oh no, you know what? That's even better. Okay, so we have the comic panel and we have those. What was the first one again? No, I love those little model parts because I've been building Warhammer minis. I have a Space Wolf army now. So the fact that it looks like that makes me laugh. Okay, this one's kind of more generic. Maybe that's a reference to something that I don't know enough about this type of genre to understand, but... I love that. I feel like I should be getting my clippers out. Oh, actually, before we start this... I do it every time, so no one should be surprised that I did this as well. You see Moran. We got the outfit.
Stare at me like that. I feel like I'm gonna die of embarrassment.
I feel like I'm gonna add this into the lineup of gacha skins that I don't use because they make me feel bad for the Nikke that's wearing them. Currently, I believe the only other contender of that is what's her? Rouge, my beloved. Alright, let's move and groove. And while we're doing this, you all know what other time it is. Event feedback time. I really liked the first half of the event. I thought that it was an interesting return back to more serious storylines after the Nothing Burgers we've had, which, again, though, I do not mind the Nothing Burgers. I think we need more of them in this game, so that way I don't go insane. But
Securing victory for their subjects.
I do also like the more serious plot lines too. I think I am getting a lot of more fatigue on them, because I was reading a story and watching some things that were a little more on the serious end of things, and I could feel the fatigue. So I feel like I've just been serious storied out for a minute, but that's not... So, actually, no, that is a Shift Up fault, because they literally bombarded us with that for half a year. I gotta give them the credit, though, for the break. And it's also partially my fault, because a lot of the stories I do enjoy reading are like that, so... The return to it is fine. It's a little fast, but whatever. I'm okay with it, as long as summer is just kind of goofy, stupid, fun. I'll be happy. The first part of the event, though, that's what I was talking about thus far, because that's the part I actually enjoyed. I liked the second part, but it was all over the goddamn place. Like, we were trying to follow up with the first part of the event, and Black Ranger having her whole trouble and entire, what's it called? Mental messery, as she was trying to figure out who she...
That just slipped out.
I'm sorry, that was just so fucking cute. I love Moran. Anyway. I'm sorry. That was perfect. Anyway. Where was I? Yeah. So, I liked it, the first part, a lot more than the second, because the second felt all over the place. We were trying to continue up with the first part in Black Ranger's Identity Crisis. Red's backstory coming up a bit, and Blue just being content. I loved their dynamics. Moran's introduction just kind of felt forced, but at least she was included. And Moran was kind of the goat when she was on screen again, but that's just Moran being Moran. She is sweet, considerate, and level-headed a lot of the time, even if she's not the sharpest tool in the shed. You would think Moran... excuse me. You would think Moran would actually be higher up on my Nikke's I like list, but surprisingly not as much as you'd think. Maybe top 20. I need... One of these days we'll do the Nikke ranking list, but... Moran is up there. I do enjoy Moran a lot. Regardless, though, she did good with consoling the kid. That fucking child. I'm good. I'm happy to know that at least my chat wasn't an anomaly and everyone hated him. But Luke was just so annoying. The fact that he was Hope's twin brother was just the dumbest part for me. I hated it. The fact that the commander got so... I felt like I was reading a story chapter that I'm behind on, honestly, when I was going through the event, too. Because it just jumped focus. Moran appeared out of nowhere and just was there now. Black Arc Ranger was still working on her thing. Correct, Moran. Anyway. It felt like it was jumping around too much. So we had Black Arc Ranger's problems. We had the movie shoot. We had Moran being introduced. We had Luke. And for like a third of the event, we were just focused on the counters, doing surface mission shit. That I don't know if that's supposed to be right now in the main story or not. I swear to God, I need to finally just sit my ass down and do the catch up with the story stream for you guys, and for my sake. And also, the Wings of Victory came out, which was so fucking cool. But I feel like it's wasted in this event, because this event... that's what I think the biggest sin of this event is. This event was doing more than I feel like it should have for being a right before summer event. This event just kind of existed. Excuse me. It kind of existed, and and then it just decided to become one of the most important story bits we've had. Probably more important than 3.5, honestly. I feel like, actually, yeah, the story was more relevant to the plot and what's going on than 3.5 felt. And I kind of don't like that. I love seeing the Wings of Victory. Sky has now officially been sent my adoption papers because, oh my god, that child is adorable and I love her and I am adopting her. She and Crust are going to have to learn to get along because they are my daughters now. And yeah, that's just how it goes. So when Sky gets released, get ready for me to pull him with more fever than you've seen me pull in a hot minute.
Have no fear, for we will never lose.
I feel like I just gave Shift up excuse me, an excuse to screw me over though, but we'll see. I also think that the Snow White Huron mix on that thing is kind of stupid. Just the design doesn't look that good to me, even compared to the other ones of those. The Rapture itself looks interesting, but the fact that they're supposed to be mass-produced on those, or theorized that there are, just kind of drains me mentally on that. It's just like a fucking course they are. I don't know, I just don't care for its design. I don't think this event really deserved all the moments it was trying to go for. But that being said, because those I do have a lot of critiques, as you just heard, it was fucking fun at times. We literally had a goddamn Voltron assembled in the middle of Nikke. I still think that red is my favorite, just on design alone. Blue is up there though. Black is just kind of meh. She's the basic default option, which excuse me. I'm fine with default options, don't get me wrong. I will never say that they're bad or boring, because I'm playing a fighter in a D&D campaign right now. I don't mind basic and simple. I think they are fun and can be executed well. But I don't think this event was deserving of all the stuff it was trying to do in the back half. I feel like if we kept the grounded emotional stakes of the first half, we would have been in a much better spot. I feel like what we should have had for part 2, instead of that, we should have had probably just Mustang send Black to work with the commander, or ask the commander to give her pointers and how to be combat ready. So that way they could spend a couple episodes with her trying to figure out what it means to be a hero and not just a clown, as she calls it, which, side note, I still find weird, but it might just be a translation thing. I don't know. That's not even remotely one of my biggest nitpicks, though, so we're not going to go into it too far. Overall, that's basically the gist of it. Fun event, but it got too ambitious and went too all over the place. Will hard mode change my mind? Let's find out.
You despicable Arc Rangers.
Moran.
You wait. So long as fear exists in this world, Dark Flower, the Shadow Empress, will return. And when I do...
That's not going to happen, Dark Flower.
As long as the Arc Rangers are here,
The Ark will be filled with courage.
The screen fades to black, and the credits begin to roll. Trony sheds tears.
incredible.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal movie.
Arc Rangers the movie, Crimson Sky, premieres to great success. Footage of the battle against the heretic Anilo is interwoven into the film, generating massive buzz. Dark Flower, the Shadow Empress, proves to be hugely popular as the new villain in the series, generating further positive word of mouth. As a result, the film shatters every previous Arc Rangers movie record and becomes a box office smash. It also critically acclaimed, solidifying its place as the defining masterpiece of the Arc Rangers series.
Why did I get involved in the Arc Rangers franchise? Because I love them. Plain and simple.
The director, having struck gold with his first superhero outing, receives tons of different offers. But he rejects all of them, saying that for me, it's Arc Rangers for life. Kid immediately moves on to planning the next season of the show.
Oh? You want to become an Arc Ranger?
Yeah. How do I do
How the fuck is this kid talking to Mustang?
It's not easy.
Watching the Arc Rangers taught me something. As long as you have courage, you can do anything. I'm gonna become an Arc Ranger, no matter what. I know it will be hard, but I'll never give up. That's why I need you to tell me how to become one. Please?
Mustang is reprimanded by Enix. Oh, wait, I forgot. That is actually something I freaking loved about this show. About this event is that was actually probably the funniest thing ever. Just his interaction with Trony. Oh, I didn't ask for permission. I just did it. It's funnier this way. That 10 out of 10. Fucking loved it. His contribution to the Ark's defense is so significant that he's let off with merely a warning. After a brief moment of despair, Luke chooses a career developing weapons and robotics. One day, he aims to create an Arc machine that surpasses the Arc Buster. And the Arc Rangers.
Finish the manual.
FF formation.
Attack focused, forward advancing formation, optimal for breaking through enemy defenses and concentrated fire.
AE formation.
Effective against aerial foes, emphasizes gunners and observers while maintaining defense.
Way to go.
That stuff's all easy.
Here, your next manual.
This one's huge.
Blue already finished it. She's 3 steps ahead of you.
What can I say? I'm naturally gifted.
I like blue.
You're just good with
Red is still my favorite, though.
Battlefield is where I shine.
Well, I wouldn't say you do that well in battle. If you compare our overall stats, I clearly outperform you.
Just you wait.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere.
The Arc Rangers undergo all kinds of training, so that when the Arc one day faces another crisis, they can be heroes who inspire courage in everyone.
It's time to eat.
Wanna bet on who gets there first?
What are you, a kid?
Are you scared you might lose?
And
3, 2, 1.
with a dash, Arc Ranger Red and Blue take off. Arc Ranger Black follows behind at a slower pace. Arc Ranger Black stops, turning back, and speaks to someone
The
unseen.
world depicted on TV is fake. So why do you think people watch it? Because the emotions it makes you feel are real. Joy, anger, love, happiness. Those are all real. And they give you the strength to keep living. What does it matter if it's real or fake? If it brings comfort to you, that's enough. I am Arc Ranger Black,
Okay, that I like.
a hero who inspires courage in others from the TV screen. I would speak to those in need of such courage. Are you keeping your eyes closed out of fear? Or your head bowed in despair? Open your eyes and lift your head. Face what you must do. Don't run away, but stand and fight. You can do it. Only you can. Awaken the hero within you. Now, I speak to all who are afraid and despair. To all of you who lack courage. The time has come for you to become a hero.
Off-screen hero end. Okie dokie. That was the end of that.
See that, Cadet? That's the strength of loyalty. It doesn't matter what I'm wearing.
We're ending anyway, sorry, James. No, thank you for joining. Unfortunately, that is the end of it, since, yeah, there's not much to this event. But, It was a bit more, what's it called? It was a bit less than ideal for me, in my opinion, at least. Well, hope you all had a good time. Have a good one.